This Dallas Mavericks team is falling apart, and it was made very evident in tonight's loss against the Indiana Pacers, where yes, we only had 8 available players, really only played 7 of them, but the Dallas Mavericks were behind the Pacers for the majority of this game until late in the third quarter. Things started to turn around for the Dallas Mavericks. They started to fight back, show that it doesn't matter how many players we got. If we're on the court, we're here to play, and we play to win. And everything looked good. We went to the fourth quarter. We were in the lead. We had a nice, comfortable lead, exchanging blows with the Pacers, shot for shot, getting to the free throw line, until the final few seconds of this game where everything came falling apart from a very bad inbounds play. The Pacers won, and the Dallas Mavericks collected yet another L. So, in this video, we're going to take a look at what happened in today's game, take a look at the box score, who stood on business, and what does this mean for the draft odds for the Dallas Mavericks. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, as always, if you missed out on a video, or maybe you're too busy to watch the video but you still want to listen to the video, check us out on Spotify. The link is in the description below. We upload there after we post on YouTube, so you never miss a single thing. So make sure you check us out. I appreciate it greatly. But as you already know, the Dallas Mavericks are dealing with a lot of injuries. It's been the new norm here in Dallas for the Mavericks and the fans alike. And in tonight's game, we were without Klay Thompson due to an illness, and we didn't have Caleb Martin yet again due to injury, and we didn't have Brandon Williams. So the roster was looking very, very thin, although we did have PJ Washington back in our lineup, so things looked pretty optimistic for the Dallas Mavericks. Even though the Pacers are a very good team in the East, Rick Carlisle always has our number whenever we play him, but we don't have Luka. So maybe he's not too sure how to play against us. But in tonight's game, things looked exactly how you thought they would. Guys looking tired, missing shots. The other team's going on runs. They're playing at a very fast pace. We're struggling to keep up. And things just looked, like I said, as you thought it would look in the first half. But come the third quarter, things started to change. The Pacers were really slowing down. The Mavericks were speeding things up. We were hitting timely shots, making the right plays, not really turning the ball over that much compared to the first half, as well as playing very, very aggressive defense to the point where we got the lead. We were going to the fourth quarter. We were up. But as quickly as we got that lead, just like that, it was gone. We take a look right here. We were up 128 to 121 with a minute left in the fourth quarter. And then we ended being up by 7, only for a minute to go by, and you lose by 4. Absolutely crazy. Like I said, the fourth quarter was really a movie. It was a lot of back and forth, shot for shot, foul for foul, and it really felt like a different type of Mavericks team because we were actually getting a lot of fouls called our way. Some you could argue maybe it really wasn't a foul, but you'd also make the same argument for the Pacers as both teams are going back and forth going to the line. And there was an inbounds play where all we had to do was get a shot off. Things were going to look good for us. We would win the game. And then Jaden Hardy was assessed for an offensive foul on the Pacers. The ball was turned over. They were already in the league, or already in the lead, and that was just the game. A lot of people online are saying that wasn't a foul, or that was a weak call by the refs. But if we're being honest, the refs were calling pretty much everything a foul for the last several minutes of tonight's game. And for those that are happy that we're tanking and we're losing games, this is great for you. For those that just want to watch the Mavericks play good basketball, I think this game is also for you. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this team play. Watching PJ just go after. Watching Kai Jones in his second game with the Mavericks still looking like a great addition to this team. Max Christie finally playing better. Jaden Hardy off the bench looking like the best player on the Mavericks up until the final minutes was amazing to see. It was slowly bringing back that joy that I haven't felt in months, if I'm being quite honest. But if we take a look at the box score for tonight's game, PJ Washington had 26 points, 1 steal, 5 rebounds, shot 6 of 10 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from 3, and 9 of 18 from the floor. Not a bad performance from PJ. I was very pleased with what I saw from him. The handles got to do better. I mean, he had 3 turnovers. We got to fix that. Whenever PJ has the ball, it's either a turnover or something bad happens, right? And Kai Jones, in his second game of the Dallas Mavericks, had 18 points, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, shot 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 8 of 9 from the floor. I saw a lot of good things from Kai Jones where we may have to make a whole video just for him, as he looked amazing tonight. Was a lob threat, was able to attack the basket, was able to get rebounds, was able to make smart reads. His defense is actually very good. He didn't fall for pump fakes. He was very patient. He was letting the game come to him while still being very, very efficient. And if we do keep Kai Jones for the long term as our third string center, or heck, put him in as a backup, play a bigger lineup, throw AD, Gafford, and Kai Jones out there. I don't care. Kai Jones looks like an amazing pickup for the Dallas Mavericks, who we do have on a two-way contract, and I know a lot of people want to see him coming back on a permanent contract after the summer, and I, for one, also hope that we do keep Kai Jones long term. But to finish up the box score, Naji Marshall had 20 points. He had 3 assists, 9 rebounds, was 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from 3, but 8 of 15 from the floor. Nice to see that from Naji Marshall. The 9 rebounds was great. The 3 assists were great. The fact that he only missed 1 3 and opted in to just keep attacking the basket, that trusty floater from Naji is something I could put money on. Kessler Edwards didn't really do too much tonight, but still stepped up. He had 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, was 3 of 4 from 3, 3 of 5 from the field. However, he did have 5 personal fouls. He was on a hot streak shooting those threes, but unfortunately, with those fouls, we couldn't play him much more than we did. And Spencer Dinwiddie had 17 points, 3 steals, 12 assists, 3 rebounds, was 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from 3, and 6 of 16 from the floor. And off the bench, like I said earlier, we played 8 players. We had 8 players available, but we really only played 7, as Dwight Powell only played 15 minutes. And in those 15 minutes, he had 3 assists and 1 rebound. But Max Christie off the bench had 17 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 8 rebounds, was 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from 3, and 6 of 11 from the floor. And Jaden Hardy, in his first game back, had 24 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from 3, and 8 of 13 from the floor. As a team, we did shoot 11 of 27 from 3, which was great. We were 24 of 32 from the free throw line, where you could argue if we made more of our free throws, obviously we win this game. We only lost by 4. If we only made 5 more, then we definitely win this game by at least 1 point. But the Dallas Mavericks definitely do have a lot of fight in them. It does feel bad that we're losing these games. Like I said, if you're all in for the tank, then you're loving it. If you're here for the Mavericks to play well, then hey, like I said, this game was still a good game to watch, regardless of who was out there or what the end result was. But the Dallas Mavericks, with the rest of these games, as we're waiting for the return of either Anthony Davis, Derrick Lively, or Daniel Gafford, we're going to have to figure something out. We can't be getting ahead in these games late and just throw them away. I understand. We only have 8 players, really only 7 players. Guys will get tired. Jason Kidd has to do a much better job. The guys on the floor have to do a much better job of not losing the lead when we have the lead. Like I said, I'll throw it right back up. With a minute left, we were up by 7. With a minute left, we were up by 7, and we lose the game in 1 minute's time to lose by 4 points. We were the clutchest team in the league last year, and obviously with all these injuries, with barely anybody here, that won't be the case every single time, but still, like I said, it was still a good game to watch. I think the guys played very well. It just came down to the last few minutes where everybody was gassed. We got Spencer Dinwiddie playing 42 minutes, which is absolutely unheard of. But a few other things that we definitely got to talk about is who stood on business. I forgot to hit the animation. I'll throw it back up. But yes, we got to talk about who stood on business, as the animation looks completely botched right now. But the player who obviously stood on business, in my opinion, was Kai Jones. With 18 points, 11 rebounds. He shot 8 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line in 24 minutes. I truly think that Kai Jones will flourish here in Dallas. When I made the video a few weeks ago about his acquisition, I was being honest. I do believe that we robbed the NBA. If you already have Anthony Davis, Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, and you add someone like a Kai Jones, who we could argue that Kai Jones and Derrick Lively could be on the same level. One could be above the other. But Kai Jones already is looking like an amazing addition for the Dallas Mavericks. Instant impact. And if you add that to what we already have, next season, if we keep Kai Jones, this Dallas Mavericks team will have the best front court in the NBA. We will have the best size, the best centers, the best power forward rotations. And a lot of teams are going to have a very, very hard time attacking the basket, scoring on us. They're going to have to shoot threes. They're going to have to extend their range. We will be one of the best defensive teams, at least from our big man standpoint, if we have another player like Kai Jones with the Mavericks for next season. But like I said, that's why I think stood on business. You let me know who you think it was. But another thing, just to add to the Kai Jones hype, Noah Weber tweeted this out, saying Kai Jones led the Mavs tonight in plus minus with a plus 12. The only other positive Mavericks were Spencer Dinwiddie with a plus 1 and Jaden Hardy with a plus 10. And I've been kind of hard on Jaden Hardy. I feel like we all have our own reservations about the Hardy party. But Jaden Hardy did play well tonight. And although I still think that Brandon Williams is the proper replacement for Jaden Hardy, I will always give props where props are due, especially when you are playing well. I'm not going to minimize your excellent game that you had. Shout out to Jaden Hardy. Shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie. But also, shout out to Kai Jones. But to end the video, we got to play a nice little game of Who's That Maverick? And for tonight's Maverick, he's currently on the team, a newer addition. He stepped up big time with all these injuries, but for whatever reason, earlier in the season, he just couldn't stay healthy himself, always getting sick. Who is this Dallas Maverick? You let me know in the comment section down below. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making start to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care, drink water. Peace.